President, in getting America's allies to assist the U.S. in escorting those oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz?
Well, we don't need too much help.
If you won't help me, I'll do it fucking alone, because I don't need you or anyone else.
And we don't need any help, actually. In fact, we just put out a notice. I was
Didn't you get the memo?
watching over the last couple of weeks, and all of our NATO allies were very much in favor of what we did. They thought it was very important. We were just discussing it, actually.
This is super important.
Very important that we take out the nuclear threat from Iran, and we've done that very strongly, very powerfully. We've wiped out their Navy, wiped out their military in every aspect. Their Air Force is now decimated. They have no Air Force, no Navy. They have no radar. Their radar is entirely gone. Their anti-aircraft machinery is gone. Everything is gone. Their leaders are gone. I guess one of the...
I don't think they got the news we kicked their ass.
Their top person was, they say, a lot of people say their actual top was killed yesterday, along with somebody else, who was responsible for the killing. The man that was responsible for the killing of 32,000 people over the last 2 weeks, he was in charge of the killing of protesters. It's an evil group. I mean, they've killed much more than 32,000 people.
Y'all just a bunch of losers.
And the man who was responsible for that was also killed yesterday.
It was a piece of shit anyway. Probably messing around with some monkeys.
And all of the NATO allies agreed with us, but they don't want to, despite the fact that we help them so much, we have thousands of soldiers in different countries all over the world, and they don't want to help us.
You look like a goddamn bunch of pussies.
Which is amazing. I mean, amazing. And I didn't do a full court press because I think if I did, they probably would be. But we don't need help.
We don't need help.
That war has been long prosecuted as far as I'm concerned, almost from day one. We knocked out many of these things. We knocked out the Navy essentially in a couple of days.
We fucked them up.
But I was surprised to see that NATO, while they agreed that it was a very important thing to do, they agree fully. Nobody said, oh, you shouldn't do it. They would have had a nuclear weapon within 1 month of when we had the B-2 bombers bomb the nuclear potential. I call it the nuclear dust. So I think NATO's making a very foolish mistake.
You all should feel like a bunch of dumbasses.
And I've long said that, I wonder whether or not NATO would ever be there for us. So this was a great test.
Opportunity knocked, and you failed to answer.
Because we don't need them, but they should have been there. The other thing is, and I think, very important, we didn't have to be there for Ukraine. Biden chose to spend hundreds of billions of dollars on Ukraine. And I guess the head of Germany just made a statement that, they weren't involved and they have nothing to do with the war. But at the same time, they think we did a great thing by knocking them out. Nobody wants to have Iran or anybody, but nobody wants to have Iran with a nuclear, because these people are crazy. They're absolutely crazy, and they're vicious, violent.
While out of the other side of their mouths, these same people are squealing, save us, do something, you fucking morons.
I mean, they killed, think of it, they killed, now I hear it's about 41,000 people. They put out a notice 2 days ago. Anybody that protests will be immediately shot and killed. That's pretty tough stuff. So everyone agrees with us, but they don't want to help. And we as the United States have to remember that, because we think it's pretty shocking.
President Macron has just said in the last hour that he will never join a task force in the Strait of Hormuz until hostilities finish. Yet yesterday you said...
Who said that? Who said?
All right, who said that?
President Macron of France. What's your reaction to that, sir?
Well, he'll be out of office very soon, so we'll have to see. I don't know.
Please, he's a clown.
President on Doonbeg, you're building an extension to it at the moment, but there's been an objection put in, and it's being held back at the moment due to small snails. What are you disappointed about that?
Planning Commission is
I have not heard that. No.
Mr.
President.
I mean, the course was built and it's been operated very successfully. Somebody's objecting human and environmental group is objecting to small snails at Dunbeck. I don't know, it doesn't sound like the biggest problem I've ever had.
Mr. President.
How close the U.S. to announce a coalition of willing to secure the Strait of Hormuz? Which countries are joining and which countries have...
Well, we've had great support from the Middle East. Qatar has been great. UAE has been absolutely been great. Saudi Arabia has been terrific. Bahrain has been very good. The Middle Eastern countries have been very strong in their support. And, of course, Israel has been our partner. Israel's been very, very strong along with us. It's been a very strong collaboration.